Hey there! Welcome to my KC class. This is Balkrishna here with the topic noun. That too, difference between countable noun and uncountable noun. So far we have discussed the types of noun: common noun, proper noun, singular noun, plural noun. But today we are going to discuss the most useful topic, countable noun and uncountable noun. What is countable and what is uncountable? Most of the children get little confused regarding countable and uncountable because some words are there which makes us confused. Yes, such as bread. It's a bread. Whether it is countable or uncountable. Air, countable or uncountable? Yes, star, whether it is countable, uncountable. Money, countable or uncountable? Big rock, countable or uncountable? Paper, countable or uncountable? These are the words makes us little confused, yes? But so friend, today I will clarify all the doubt so that you have to watch my complete video. Then you will get a clear idea the difference between countable noun and uncountable. The definition of countable noun: a noun that can be countable, that is known as countable noun. For example, board, pen, shirt, book, wall, house, bulb, coat, bike, car. These are the countable noun. Yes, because these are the things we can touch and we can see and we can count 1, 2, 3 in such a way. Yes, so that we can call it countable noun. On the other hand, uncountable noun, a noun that cannot be counted, is known as uncountable noun. For example, air, oil, water, oxygen, sugar, salt, pepper, cloud, flour, rice, grass, leaves, and so on. These are the words uncountable, so that we call uncountable noun. Yes. Now we are going to discuss the difference between countable noun and uncountable noun. What is countable and what is uncountable? Let's get started now. Point number 1. A noun can be counted as known as countable, and on the other hand, a noun that cannot be counted as uncountable. Generally, the most of common noun and collective nouns are called countable. On the other hand, material noun and abstract noun are called uncountable. Remember friend, this is the most important. Common noun and collective nouns are called countable. Material noun and abstract nouns are called uncountable. And some of the quantifiers are there. If these quantifiers follow to the noun, then we call that is countable, such as a, and, 1, 2, 3. These are the numbers. Few, a few, many. These all the quantifiers follow to the noun, then we call that is a countable noun. Moreover, you have to guess that is a countable noun. Apart from some, much, little, a little, these are the quantifiers follow to the noun, then we call that uncountable noun. Okay, then only the countable noun has singular form and a plural form, whereas the uncountable noun has only singular form. Remember friend, these are the point most important. Okay, otherwise you will get a little confused. Then we'll go through step by step how a word is countable and uncountable. Okay. See friend, as we discussed, uncountable noun is a noun that cannot be counted. Yes, uncountable nouns are not a individual object, but it always considered as a singular noun. So that one must follow the singular verb with a uncountable noun. Okay. Uncountable noun, there are some examples which will help you to gain more understanding how the countable noun and uncountable noun differ from each other. Some of the examples are there. Among them, the word money, it will be both countable noun as well as uncountable noun. How a money is countable noun and uncountable noun. Generally, the word money is uncountable noun. Friend, remember, the word money is uncountable noun because we use much, little before a money. For example, I have little money, I have much money. Yes, though we are using the quantifiers little and much so that we can say money is uncountable noun. Okay. On the other hand, rupees is countable noun because we can count the rupees. For example, dollars, pounds, rupees, yen. These are the words, these are the units of money so that we can count. For example, if a person says that I have $500 to spend, okay, so here the $500 is countable because we can count the $500. It's a specific amount. Yes? Understand? Just I said that if we use the word much and little, then we consider that is uncountable noun. Then we'll go through the next point. Now we'll go through our next point. Sugar is an uncountable noun, but grains of sugar is countable. Remember friend, sugar, generally the word sugar, it's a uncountable noun because there are much sugar, not many sugars. You might have heard the word much sugar. You never heard the word many sugar. If you take some quantity of sugar and if you count one after one the grain, then it will be countable. Okay, so that we can say sugar is a uncountable as well as a countable. Okay, very nice logic. Yes. In same way, another word air. Air. We can't see and we can't touch. Yes. Then how we can count that? So that air is uncountable noun, but the oxygen molecule is a countable noun. The molecule is there in the air, that is countable. Yes. Then we can go through the next point, clay. Clay. We can make pot, idols, yes, through clay. That clay we can't count how many clays are there. So that we can say some clay, much clay. So we can say that clay is uncountable noun. On the other hand, pot, it made up of clay. Yes, pots are made up of clay. Generally, the word clay we use for pot. Okay, the pot, that is countable noun. Okay, friend. Then we'll go through the next point, paper. Paper, generally, most of the students think that paper is countable, but paper is uncountable, friend, because it made up of a pulse. If you tear the paper, it will be number of paper. There is no particular shape for the paper. There is no the specific amount of the paper. Paper is very big and wide things. If you tear it, if you size it, it will be number of paper. Okay, so we can use some paper. Okay, paper is an uncountable noun. It is not a countable noun. On the other hand, a piece of paper. Give me a piece of paper. Here it is a countable noun. I hope you understood very well. This is a nice logic, yes? That's the friend, you have to know countable noun and uncountable noun. If you remember this logic, you never get confused. Okay, then we'll go through the next point. See friend, our next example is about star. Star is both countable and uncountable. How star is countable and how star is uncountable? Star, it's a very big mass object. Yes, if I keep a star in front of you, you can say this is a star, single star. Yes, moreover we know that star is bigger than our earth. But why star is uncountable? Because there are number of stars, millions of stars in the sky, which we can't count from the earth, the stars. Yes, there are number of stars. Yes, it will take much time, billions of time. Okay, so that we can't count. See friend, you have to remember this logic. If an object is very big mass, still it is uncountable, means it is much. Okay, so that is some grammarian prescribed that we have to read such words as an uncountable noun, because those are millions which we can't count in our day-to-day life, which is not possible to count. Okay, this is the logic friend, you have to remember. Same way I can say star is countable. If there are 2-3 stars are there in the sky, then you can say yes, there are 2 stars in the sky. There is a only star in the sky, because you are able to see only single star in the sky. Okay, so you can say there are 2 stars. On the other hand, there are number of stars, much stars in the sky, not many stars in the sky. Okay, clear friend? Then we'll go through the next example, wood. See, wood is a part of a tree, yes, which is an object which we can see and touch. If a number of woods are there, you can count. Yes, in your feelings that wood is countable, but no friend, it is an uncountable noun. Because if you cut the wood, there will be number of particles which we can't count. There are number of dust particles. Is yes or not? How many pieces you make it will be so many pieces. So that you can't count. The dust particle you can't count. Much, it will be much. So that wood is an uncountable noun. Okay friend, you can't say that many woods, much wood. Okay, much wood, it's an uncountable noun. Moreover, we know that a noun is a material noun or a abstract noun, that is called uncountable noun. We read that, yes, because we can't count those things. The materials we can't count. Okay. And the other hand, you can say there are 2 pieces of wood. Yes, if there are 2 piece, you can use the word before the word piece, then it will be count. There are 2. Here the quantifier 2. The word 2 we use for a countable noun. While you are using quantifier before a noun, then there should be a word piece. 2 pieces of wood. Okay, you can write it. There are 2 pieces of wood. See, generally wood is an uncountable noun, yes, but here we use as a countable noun because we use the word 2. In such a way, you can say 3 pieces of bread. Before we discussed that bread is an uncountable noun, yes, because bread, if you tear the bread, if you make it piece, there will be number of pieces. How many pieces you want to do? You may do. You may do so many pieces because there is no shape of the bread. Yes, it's a shape, but how many times you tear, so many pieces will come, just like a wood. Yes, so that these are the things uncountable noun. So this is the logic, friend. You have to remember what is uncountable, what is countable. I can say in such a way, I can say number of examples: paper, money, clay, stone, grass, leaf, rice, bread. See, these are the words and these are the noun. If is there in front of you, you may count it. If there is some quantity, a figure of quantity. Some quantity you may count 1, 2, 3. But these are the things, how much is there we can't count, which is not possible by us to count those things. So that these are the words considered as an uncountable noun. I hope you understood well. So according to the sentence, a noun will be countable as well as uncountable. But what the grammarians prescribed us, we have to follow that, friend. We should not use the word according to our wish. So that English we have to learn. That is the unique things of English. If you want to know more, I will give you some notes and you have to refer those things so that you will get a clear idea regarding countable noun and uncountable noun. I hope you are enjoying my class. Yes, of course you will enjoy, because these are the lovely points and important points and useful points. These are the things very useful for your competitive exam or in your exam. Okay, friend, let me do know your course so that I'll give you some exercise. Exercise 1. Exercise 2. Wow, you have done good job. And thank you, friend. Thanks a lot being with me in your busy schedule. And I will be back with a new lesson. But for now,
Wow.